Hello and welcome back to the channel, Sexy Souls, and welcome to another pick a card reading. So as you can tell from the title, this is a bit of a saucy one, a bit of a dramatic one, but I don't know, I'm just like trying out new kind of pick a card readings, because these are meant to be for entertainment, but sometimes, you know, we have questions that we want to ask tarot just to get a little bit more of the, you know, juice in the situation. And this is one of those readings that I thought I was inspired to make, just because like I want to make some kind of like different creative ideas, instead of doing the same old like here's your future partner. Even though I will still be doing some of those readings, I just wanted to do a little bit of a surprise topic that is a little different. And yeah, this is as you can tell from the title of the reading, this pick a card will be, why are they being a little bitch? Like, what's their problem? Are you being paranoid? Are they actually sending you bad vibes? Or are you the one that's kind of a little bit jealous of them? What's going on here? Because yeah, I'm not going to go too deep into it. We're just going to look at the situation and see where we want to go from there. Well, where you want to go from there. But yeah, and I will have a picture come on the screen now so that you can choose one of the three piles. And yes, I will show here what cards I get as well. It'll pop up on the screen here. Decided I want to try and do this to see if it works for me or if it's too much of a hassle. Trying it out anyway. But yeah, as always, the timestamps and everything are down in the description box below, and I will see you all now in a second. Okay, hello group number one, welcome to the reading. So I have a camera here, as you can see. I will move cards as I go. So yeah, we will be looking at what is their problem. The person that you're thinking on, what's their problem? Why are they being a little bit rude to you? Is it something you've done, or is it just they're going through something? Let us have a look. So I will pull, maybe I should pull this a little bit up. That. Don't want the camera in the leg of the camera. I should have fixed this before I started recording. Okay, there, that's better. Okay, it's probably gonna fall now. Okay, so let's see. First card we have is the 10 of Swords, okay. And the 7 of Swords, and the 6 of Swords. Okay, so I'm gonna actually do it like that. Sorry, getting used to this. Right, so what I want to say first off, definitely there, looking at the very first card that came out, is the 10 of Swords. So something went down, okay? And I feel like this is the main thing that is causing this sudden energy change with them. It's like you might have said something to them that really just knocked them down a peg, really took their confidence away, and now they're like, well, I'm going to prove you wrong here with the 7 of Pentacles. So whatever it is that you've said, it's really hit them right in the middle, right in the heart center, and now they're like, well, I'm going to stick up for myself. Literally stick up for myself and tell you like it is, because I know myself and you don't. So I'm just picking up the vibe here that they got a little bit offended about something that you might have said, and now they want to prove to you that they can be successful and that, you know, you are not any better than them. They got a little bit offended by something that you might have said. Now you might have wanted to like be helpful or something, but it was just not that. It was the way that you said it. I don't know if it was a right or wrong way, and to be honest, is there a right or wrong way to say things to people? Depends, because everybody has their own perspective on, like, if you're intentionally trying to hurt people, then obviously, but how do you say it to people? Do you be really, really nice to them and say it, or do you just say it straight? different people like different approaches. So this person, to be honest, it feels like they're a little bit sensitive, and then the fire sort of came through here. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up. Now let me see. I just want to pull a card for what you got, because the sky above here, the black, is subconscious. Satany. So this is the 10 of Cups. I don't actually know what that means. What does the word Satany mean? I should know. But we have Mars and we have Pisces. So okay, yeah, definitely. Mars, Pisces, the 10 of Cups. It's sort of like, whatever the situation is here, they thought that they were doing really good, that everything was just looking so good and bright and hopeful, and they didn't really expect you to come out and say something that was like, okay, yeah, you're comfortable now step it up again. It's like they don't like this Mars sort of energy that maybe comes from your side of things, okay, where you're that fiery energy, and now they're trying to match that fiery energy here with the Wands, okay, the 7 and the 6. And they're juggling between I'm successful and I know what I'm doing, I'm successful, I know what I'm doing, I'm successful, I know what I'm doing. So they're trying to keep up with proving that point to you, that like I know what I'm doing. I don't want you to think that I'm a failure here. Everything was going so well until you said that one thing. So that's why I feel like they're being a little bit of a bitch. Now they think that you were a bit of a bitch as well. So that's what's going on there. Let me see. I'm going to pull a chakra oracle card to see what we get. Impatience. Throat chakra. So again, throat chakra, impatience, saying something, okay, and now they're also saying something back. So you've activated the throat chakra for them. So I'm gonna look at the picture here. Yeah, again, like I said, he's stepping up on the ladder and he's reaching up to that blue orb. So you, to be honest, what I'm getting from this is you actually were guided to make them step up to the next thing. Because that's, now I'm getting that in my throat. I'm getting real, it's almost like you didn't want to say it, but you just couldn't help yourself. You just had to say it. It was like you couldn't stop. You could not stop it. So I just want to read the book here to see what it says. With it, impatience, obviously impatience. You know what that means? I think you're just like, you're wanting them to, step up. So if I don't take care of it, it'll never happen. So whatever it is, they keep saying that they're going to do it or something along those lines, I'm getting. And they have this sort of fairy tale, they have this kind of fairy tale wrapped around how it's going to work out. And you're just like, we need to get the facts straight here. Let's be logical. And you kind of ruined the dream for them a little bit. But yeah, it also says keywords, unfolding. So because of that, now other things have unfolded. They've started to, step up, be more in their warrior kind of 7 of Wands energy. They're in that warrior energy now, and they're speaking up and they're saying things. So it might be that you just don't expect this change, or you're like, what happened all of a sudden? Like, why did they just change? But now we have revelation here and success. So this is the success card. So that's like their main goal here for the future, is like, I want to prove to you that I can step up, and that I can step up on this and speak the truth. Because the throat chakra is about expanding and speaking your truth, and that's what you basically tried to push them towards. So you're like, I'm just pushing you to do better. Okay, so this could be someone, this feels like someone that you just want to see them do good. So there's no jealousy here, it's just they're wanting to prove to you now that they are ready to step up to the next chapter, okay? We have key ideas, or it says also, am I jumping the gun if I am honest with myself? If I am honest with myself, am I forcing something? So yeah, there could be something there as well. We have as well scarcity thinking, being exhausted by your efforts, success through patience. Okay, so I do think that you need to cut them some slack a little bit though, because they do get their energy works different to you. They get exhausted easier than you might get exhausted. So that's something just to pay attention to. Now everyone has the same way of processing energy. Some people's energy gets sucked away from them. Okay, let's pull one of these. Okay, we have Sanctuary. Okay. And another blue orb there again, these blue orbs. So this is definitely a time in their life where the throat chakra is the main priority to keep them focused. Okay, so it's a sanctuary. It says take time out from the world, spend more time alone, meditate, or go on a retreat. Now for you, I think that that's the message for you to be successful going forward, is to just take time out from them now, take a break. You know, you've said your thing, you've helped them realize whatever, you don't need to now challenge them anymore. So that's your message going forward, is like, just take a chill pill now with this, don't poke anymore. You already poked enough with the Ten of Swords, and now it's time for them to just be in their own energy. We have sacred action, decisive focus, and the number 17. Now the number 17 in Chaldean numerology is connected to Earth. So sacred action here on Earth. What is it that you need to do now? That is a decision that you need to make, okay, that is helping you step up into your most highest self. Okay, so that is what I'm getting here. So the focus as well, the unicorn, the blue orb focused on the truth. Okay, this reason is a reflection on, so just the way that they're the lily pads here as well. It's kind of like you need to now reflect on what you need to do next as well. So if you're going to give that advice out to other people, what is it that you actually need to step up to? Because the universe is getting a little bit impatient with you as well. So there's that flip side of this, okay? But I do think that you're ready for this. It's like you just need to warm up to this new sort of opportunity. I just see curtains, okay? I just think that you need to open up the curtains. You need to let more of the light in. It could be metaphorically, but it just means like, I feel like your space is a little dark. I just see like darkness in the corners. I think things need a little bit clearing out as well. Just think you need to clear the space physically, and also, you know, I think there needs to be a reshuffling of the certain things like tools and stuff that you use to I think some of the things around you you need to decide now, are they helping you or are they kind of keeping you distracted? There's a few things. It could be your phone, it could be that you have too many tarot cards. Sometimes I don't know which one to choose. It could be like loads of different things, like too many options is what I'm hearing. So yeah. But that is all that I have for you, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, leave a comment down below, and I would love to get in contact there in the comment section. Sorry, this light is very bright. I'm trying to focus here. Speaking of focus, maybe this tool here, light, is too bright for me right now. But yeah, thank you all. I was gonna say fuck. I don't know why. Fuck. Focus. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the future. Goodbye. Okay. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. So let's have a look into why they're being a little bit of a bitch and what's their problem. Okay, so group number 1 was fun. Let's see for group number 2. What is going on? First we have the 8 of Cups. The Lovers. Oh, okay. We have a situation. And the Ace of Swords. Okay. definitely there was an argument between this is more so it's saying romantic relationship, obviously there with the lovers. So if you are in a romantic relationship with this person and it just went a little bit south all of a sudden, this could be, you know, it feels like to me that they just really didn't want to say some of the things recently, but they had no other choice because they could not keep going towards you if it wasn't addressed, or you had to say something to them about the relationship and the dynamics of the relationship, and it was like, now it feels like to you that things are out of balance because of something that was said. Now, to be honest here, this is the Sagittarius angel, or Sagittarius, but this is the Temperance angel in the card here. So really and right there in the center, this whole situation is just to bring us into a new sort of balance, okay? Because the old version of the relationship or the situation that you were in, it's no longer benefiting either of you, so it's time to just move on, okay? So that's what I'm getting here from this. I feel like here with the Eight of Cups, I just think that you need to just leave it now. Let everything be in the past, like move away from it all, because it's not that deep. Okay, so they're not really being a bitch, and you're not really being a bitch either. It feels here for me, group number 2, that it's just time to like forget about it and move on. No matter how hard it feels at the minute with something, it's time for you to just like, if you want the future to start, you need to start thinking about what you can do next and what new ways that you can communicate with each other that is more of a balanced and healthy style of relationship. You need to start visualizing it and then practicing it, okay? So I think it starts with you, whoever's watching this group number 2. I feel like you have the choice now to speak in a new manner towards this person, okay? So leading by example, I'm hearing from my guides, because you're the one that is you are the all-seeing eye. You are the one that is awake to more of the healing energies that need to come into this situation. So you need to be the one that steps out and takes on that role of being the more of the, you know, the warrior that wants to help this whole thing heal, okay? But they're not going to change until you decide to change, because the feminine is the one that brings. The way that it works is once the situation happens, and it's like a fight, like something that's happening, actual action taking place, the next step is to then, you know, be the first one to speak up and say, how can we heal from this? How can we move on from this? And blah, blah, blah. So I do think that another conversation will have to be had here, because I feel like you just need to sit them down and just be like, right, I know this is hard to talk about, but we can't just keep holding on to something that's not really benefiting us anymore. So what are we going to do next? Now, that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to pull, let me just see, I'm going to pull one of these first. In regards to this letting it go and putting it now to bed, what can we see from the subconscious for you? So we have the Universe card, which is the World card. So literally this is, like I said, this is a cycle that just needs to be done and over with, okay? It just needs to be done and over with. The universe doesn't want you to keep focusing on that anymore, and this is this Saturn energy down in the corner here, because the World card is connected to Saturn. So yeah, this was just a lesson that both of you needed to go through. It's basically karma, and this is action. Karma means action, so this is the action that you need to take now, is to speak up and be the bigger person and say, listen, you know, I want us to be happy, and I just don't want our future ideas and goals that we had set to be, you know, to be scrapped basically because of one situation that happened. Okay, it's just really what the universe is trying to do now is open up new opportunities. You can keep some of the old ideas of things that you just wanted to do for, you know, for you to both be happy. But in reality here, I just think that, you know, this was just this situation, there was a blockage with it. And I want to look at the blockage actually because I have my chakra oracle cards. So basically, there's no real shadow in this anymore because with the 8 of Cups, it's like, you know, it was down there in the depths, the emotional part of your emotional body, and it had to come to the surface for both of you to see it and be like, okay, we don't want to do that anymore. So for them, what is up with them? Why is it kind of difficult for them to speaking about balance? Okay, we have balance, which is the third eye chakra, and I'm going to just get the card. I've already spoken about that this was just to bring you back to balance. We have the Lovers there in the middle, Temperance above it. Again, you have this divine guidance of something higher above bringing this in. So this is very much, this is divinely guided by a soul's higher self. Both of you, because you're both connected to this situation. So yes, this is an agreement that it had to be like this, and you just will get through it. So yeah, this is not like cut this person off and just say bye-bye, sayonara. So we have, it says balance. So for this person, I must create before the opportunity disappears. Okay, I'm actually hearing that that's for both of you, obviously, because it's balanced for both. So whatever that means for both of you. And then inspiration. Running towards something may chase it away. Be wary of being deceived by your own desires. Yeah, so what I'm getting from that is the way that they're all like this, closing off the heart because of whatever emotional stuff went down. Okay, so closing off the heart, that needs to, you know, you need to just get over yourself and move on, like I said. Because I think that now you want it to go a certain direction, you want things to move in a way that you want them to move, but the universe is like, it's done now. You can't control what's next because you don't see it yet until you let go of the old version. Okay. Yeah, and a key ideas here is chasing illusion. So both of you were sort of chasing this illusion. Okay, cups, water can sort of create illusions. Okay, the emotional body can create illusions, and we sometimes, through feeling certain things, we can make assumptions, which assumptions are not true. So the emotional body gets a little confused, and then it starts creating stuff in the mind, and the mind picks it up as like, this is true. So it all starts with the emotions. So if you just learn how to control your emotions around the situation, your mind won't make up any crazy scenarios. Okay, so assistance and support. So like I said, that's the support from the higher realms, which is good. So this is a good situation here for group number 2. Let me see, one more. Well, I'm gonna pull one of these. So when it comes to like this Ace of Swords, what is it that you need to bring up next for this person? And then we're just gonna do an overall. So we have, I need to look at it first because brilliant beliefs, luminous life force, and personal power. Brilliant beliefs. I'm actually seeing a truck. Maybe you just need to move some personal power, luminous life force. And that sword is like going up towards her. And the 2 cats on either side. Okay. There is definitely a guide here that is bringing in a new belief for both of you. It's way better than you can imagine. It's something that is, I think both of you are picking up that things are going to change for yourself. So you are both kind of clashing with each other and blaming each other. Okay? It's like until the time comes when this new sort of belief is formed, it's formed through the words. So something will be said and then that's it. Bob's your uncle, everything shifts, everything changes, and it's going to be coming from within. So the personal power that you will sort of channel through will just, you'll have this urge to just be like, this is it. Sit down, let's talk, let's do this. Because I'm seeing that you just have to know that you're in it for the long run. That's what I'm getting. So this the way that my guide showed me like a truck, a lorry. It's like, you know, the truck is like the truck is on the roads. Like cars are gonna move out of the way when they see a truck. Like, you know, they kind of are like, oh, it's the way that I see this is you're sort of driving down this path together. And it's a long journey. Like truckers take really long journeys to get from one place to another. And that could just be like, this is going to be a long journey with this person. But once you're able to find the balance emotionally with the situations that you go through, it's going to be one of the most beneficial relationships that a lot of people will look up to and appreciate and be like, wow, like, how have you been through all of that? Because nowadays people don't really give the chance. They're like, done, I'm done with you, you don't fit my standards, blah blah blah, and they just like scrap them, throw them in the dirt, and they're like, bye, see you later, bitch. Because everybody's standards are a little bit too high these days. And that's not a bad thing either. Like, I have standards because I'm happy. You know what I mean? I'm not lonely, so that's my standards. It's like, really, what, I don't need to look for it, I don't need to search it. But for here, just feels like you're supposed to be together, and you just are able to get through all of these situations. Okay, so that is what I'm picking up. One last thing, just for advice for the both of you, from the Unicorn Oracle, we have Delight. Okay, Delight. It says, count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in simple things. Always expect the best. I love this card because my guides have shown me a dandelion, and how, you know, when you blow the dandelion, my guides, I channeled it through one of my recent readings. If you've seen that one, let me know in the comments, because you might be here again seeing the same message. But I've seen my guides show me that as soulmates, it's like the dandelion, you go, and all your soulmates just kind of blow away, and then they, you know, some of them meet each other, some of them get close to each other, and some of them are just scattered all over. Like, we don't always meet every single soulmate, and I don't think that really matters anyway. It's kind of the way that they've shown me this. So the way that I'm picking that up is to be happy that you found one. You found a soulmate, and the reason it always kind of gets back to balance is because they are your soulmate. If they weren't your soulmate, you would never be able to find the balance again. That's how you know. Like, you go through the ups and the downs, and then when you get balanced again and everything's a-okay, that's how you know, and you can relax and be like, we're in this together. Now, that doesn't mean you stay with him forever and ever and ever and amen. That's not what soulmates is. It's just like that you found a soulmate. Like, you found someone that is a part of you, even deeper than, you know, we're a part of the universe and everything. Yeah, but there's layers to this, okay? Because it's easy to just say like, we're all one, but we can also get very dissociated with that. So just really that you're all one, okay? Hope that this helps. Let me know down below in the comments if this made any sense. Love to see more interaction in the comments because it helps the algorithm helps with me as well, and engagement and seeing who's watching my videos and who's enjoying them. And I like to read the comments of like how this helped people as well. So please, if it did help you at all, go to the comments and say hello. But yeah, that is all I have for you. Group number 2, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Hello, group number 3, welcome to your reading. Let's have a look into why they're being a little bit of a bitch. What's their problem? So I'm getting a lot of like, I will see, but I'm getting a lot of like messages. I'm hearing things and they're just not very nice comments of like good for you kind of thing. So I don't know where this is coming from, but what's our problem? Okay. We have the Page of Wands. Sorry about that light. It's kind of getting dark here, so ooh, that one wanted to come. What is it? Queen of Cups. Okay. I might need more cards for you guys. One more. And the Six of Pentacles. Jesus, this is kind of difficult. Why is it not straight? Because I'm not straight, that's what the problem is. Okay. So the first thing that I'm noticing here, I just need to figure out what this is. What's the problem there? So, what's the problem there? Because the Page and the Queen have their back to each other. Queen of Swords. Jesus, there's a lot of people involved here. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is here. Okay, the way that I see this is that there is someone who has said something about you, this Queen of Swords, has said something about you. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but in their eyes, they thought that this was actually true. So this Queen of Swords is not, they're just saying what they have heard, and it has to do with the situation that someone was trying to change something. I don't know what this is, but it's like they were trying to change something, so they give it back, or they thought that this person needed help, so they swapped it or something. I'm hearing like swapping. It's like there was things that were swapped, or things that went missing. I'm hearing. Take that if that resonates. For other people, it's just like whatever has went down, it wasn't very helpful. So whatever you might have thought, like, okay, I just want to do this, and now you're like, why did I even bother? I was trying to, because the Page of Wands is like you were trying to spark up a new kind of way of helping in some way, because you wanted to give back, and it feels like it's backfired. Okay, because with the Six of Pentacles, it's like you wanted to do something, you wanted to give back in some way, and now you're turning your whole back on the whole thing because you're like confused about it all. But the confusion for me, it feels like this Queen of Swords. So there is someone else who is just like giving advice to this Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is taking it very much like, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't let them do this, or whatever. Okay, so I feel like there was a discussion between these two queens. So it feels like they are around the same age, or they're from the same sort of circle. Okay, that's what I'm getting. And it could be as well for some people that you're sort of all supposed to kind of work together, but now this division is causing a little bit of drama and people are looking at each other as less than, okay? Because when the page here is beside these two queens, it's like, oh, they think that they're the mothers, they're the ones that know better, and you were just trying to, you know, try to be better, but it just, now you're like, I'm not really interested in helping them anymore, because why are they being like that? Okay, you might know this Queen of Swords as well, but I don't know. So like, what is going on subconsciously with this Queen of Cups? Like, what's her deal? Obviously she is, the Queen of Cups puts her emotions first. She's very balanced in what she's feeling, and she knows herself. So you don't need to tell her how to feel. That is something that's been said. Let's just put the Queen of Swords to the side here. She's just who she is. So we have Virtue, which is the Three of Wands, and it is Aries and Sun. Okay, so if someone is an Aries, see this Page of Wands is kind of connects to like that Aries energy of like, sometimes the energy of Aries is like they're the first to do something, and it's not always the right thing to do, but at least it was a step in the right direction. But you know, sometimes you need to take the wrong step first to know what the right step is. Okay, so that's what I feel like was going on here. And with the Three of Wands, it's like 3 again is the magic number. This is a 3-way of energies working together, and whatever that looks like, it's basically trying to say here that everybody has their own soul's journey and their own path that they see for themselves. So it's just one of those things where there is a knot being brought to the table. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here from this. And I just think that whatever it is that you've done recently, that's what this is hitting. It's this knot in the middle. Okay, so basically what the universe is trying to do is trying to bring a light to the situation and say to you that like, sometimes you have to say things or do things and not everybody likes it. But the fact of the matter is that really it is actually helping them. Okay, so you're doing your action, your physical thing that you've done, it was to really just make sure that they understood that in order for things to change and move forward, you need to actually sometimes just give them a little bit of a nudge. Now I do kind of feel, let me just see, let me just pull one more for this Queen of Swords. Who is it? I just want to figure out, because I'm hearing this. Completion, and it's the Four of Wands. So whoever the Queen of Swords is, they've already dealt with their part of this story. They've already they're already over it. They're like they're blocking it out now, and they're not really bothered by it. So let me just see what the Queen of Cups is saying here. Satany, and it's a 10 of Cups. We had that for group number 1. So if you want to watch group number 1, it's just because it's coming up again. I need another one though, just for that card. Just maybe there's more information in group number 1. So if you want to watch that, don't want to bring up what I'm feeling about that, because I feel, yeah, science, and it's the 6 of Swords. Is it the 6 of Swords? Yeah, Aquarius and Mercury. Just want to look at the symbolism here. No, it's got the hexagons and it's got bees here. Now the bees are in an X. You've got some symbolism in here as well. The way that I'm picking this up is that, you know, we have this completion card over here as well, which is the Four of Wands, which talks about like, it talks about like home, but also in this situation, it really feels like that you all work really well together, but at the same time you're so different in so many different ways. Like the Queen of Cups, even though she's quite emotional, she really respects that Queen of Swords because she wants to be more into the science behind spiritual stuff, maybe it could be. And yeah, with the Queen of Swords there as well, I feel like she isn't very open with you maybe, but she is open with the Queen of Cups, and you just feel like you're a third wheel here with the Virtue card. Okay, let me see. Right, what is the blockage here for all three of you? It's like, what's the main blockage? It feels like you all want to help out in some way, whatever this is. I don't know what it is, you just want to help out and you all have this vision of how it's going to go. Growth. Okay, and we have this growth card. It's like giving, it's heart chakra. I think that you just need to focus on like who needs the most nourishing right now, and to be honest, I feel like it is you, because you are being, you're the Page of Wands, you've got the pyramids in the background there, you're kind of in the desert, you're dry, you need a little bit of that watering, because your roots are drying up. You're feeling like, that Queen of Cups and that Queen of Swords, they could bring in a little bit of what you need. The Queen of Swords can be learn to be a little bit more loving and open up a little bit more. That's what she needs to do with her heart center. And the Queen of Cups, like, she knows emotions and she should always be very open, but she's letting other things get in the way rather than just like going in and dealing with the situation and seeing what it is. Because with the hospital here, it's like, sometimes if someone's in hospital and we don't want to go in and just like, we don't want to go in and see them because it's going to break our heart kind of thing. So I just think that that's the feeling that I get from this Queen of Cups, is like she just, like everything was just working out, okay? The worker bees just were all kind of working in harmony, and now it just feels like there is a bit of a tricky situation here. So with growth, for you, I'm just going to let myself see what comes. Growth. Clashing values is a keyword here. Teaching by example. So I think that that's what you were trying to do, because you were trying to teach by example. So you were trying to set the tone for what you want to do, and it just wasn't received very well. That's what I'm getting. Okay.
Why are they being so dramatic though? Like, what's the problem?
Okay, growth. So yes, now let me pull another one. I'm gonna pull, so a message for this Queen of Swords. Because I feel like the Queen of Swords is now just gone incognito and is not really in a situation, like hiding away. Like she's like, I said my thing with the completion card. I said what I had to say. I'm done. I'm over this now. We have calming the waters, okay? Peaceful self-regulation. So that's what I'm getting from the Queen of Swords. She's just calming the water. She's like, I did it. I said my piece. I'm over this now. I'm just going to get back into the groove of things, okay? Because I think that this Queen of Swords knows, like, lets herself, get in when she needs to get into something, and spends as little time as she can in that whole situation. Because she's like, this is wasting my time. I'm just not, like, I will say what I need to say, and I'm not going to be backwards about this. I'm going to be like, hello, let's bring everything on the table and let's talk about it as quickly as possible, because I don't want to keep going over and repeating myself. So I feel like you have two bitches being bitches, but they just all need to like work out your own thing to do with your heart center here, because yeah, it just feels like everyone's getting offended because of certain ways that they want to do things, okay? Because I feel like all of you want to do really, really good things, but sometimes you start using each other's information you're getting too deep into it. So you're all like really respecting each other, but it's falling out of balance because you're not believing in yourself enough. So this is what's sort of happening with all three of you, okay? We have number 20, innovation, new creators. Again, she's holding up her hands here. She's holding up her hands with two owls. So the three of you are making, you are the new creators of your own situation here. And like I said with the Queen of Cups, I think that, to be honest, I feel like she is the one that is fully in it. She just is so sensitive to everything, that she wants it just to be perfect. She feels it so deeply, but she needs to let herself, because the word innovation for me in this situation is like, you have to just let it be open. You have to be able to see both sides to know what is the right thing to do. And I think that that's what you tried to do, but it just was not received well. And it's like, you know, they need to just get to a point where they realize that this too shall pass if they just let it go. And I don't think like just let it go, but I think that they need to let go, whoever this Queen of Cups is, let go of it being so perfect, because that is not what's happening here at all. There is way more. My guides are saying that, like, they're going like, what? Like, there is so much more to happen. It's one hell of an adventure with you guys. There's way more to happen here, and it says, dare to do things differently. Exactly. This is what all three of the people in this situation need to do, including yourself. You need to just let this be an adventure to learn from, and just like laugh it off. I think there needs to be a laughing off of a situation. Manifest your travel dreams. Move to a new location. Now, Page of Wands. I didn't want to say that because the Page of Wands is like the start of a new adventure. Like you might be kind of prepping, like they're, you know, they've got their stick and they're kind of shining it up and they're kind of like, okay, I'm ready. But the Page of Wands isn't always ready, so I don't always bring it up. But yeah, I do feel like with the unicorn sort of going in the opposite direction, it's like maybe you're going to an adventure that is just you're trying to escape the situation from the Queen of Cups. It's like, okay, well, if they're not wanting to do that, then I'm just going to do this instead. When it's not the situation, I feel like you need to just kind of come back first and like at least fix it, whatever. Okay, and I just think that the Queen of Swords doesn't need to be involved because they're so over it. They're not taking offense. The Queen of Cups is the one that's taking it all too like deep. Okay, and the reason for that is because they are very much someone who works really hard on themselves to be the best version of themselves. So when you come in with a different energy, you know, there's a bit of a spiritual ego here, because with the 10 of Cups, it's like they've reached their peak with, you know, their intuition and what they feel. So it has to kind of be brought back out of the balance for a little bit to just kind of learn something new, because you can't always be perfect. So that's why the Queen of Cups is learning here. But yeah, that is all that I have for you, group number 3. If you enjoyed this, leave a comment down below. Let me know that you did. And yeah, I will talk to you all next time. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.